Hi, you've tuned in to Radio Northern Beaches, your Listen Local station, right here on the Northern Beaches of Sydney. You can find us on your radio dial at 88.7 and 90.3 FM. Can't get to a radio? No worries. You can always stream our program live from anywhere in the world at rnb.org.au. And for listening on your own schedule, our podcasts are available globally at rnbpodcast.com.au. So be sure to follow and subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. Now, here is our latest podcast.
You're listening to Radio Northern Beaches, 88.7 and 90.3 FM. This is the Musical Chairs Chat Show, and my name's Ellie. Today we're diving into a uniquely Australian adventure, the Grey Nomad lifestyle. That's right. Thousands of older Australians are hitting the highways, living full-time in caravans and motorhomes, and discovering the country 1 kilometre at a time. Joining me today are Robyn and Michael, a couple who've swapped suburban life for sunsets over red dirt, starry outback skies, and a rolling home on wheels. They're here to share what life is really like when the road becomes your backyard, from the joys and challenges to the lessons learned along the way. Robyn and Michael, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, good morning, Elle. It's a pleasure to be here.
Robyn, can you tell us a little bit about where you're from and what life was like before this journey began?
Well, life began in a country town in New South Wales, a small country town at that. And then after working 35 years in Sydney in administration, sales, finance, etc., it was time to hit the road, and so I did.
Michael, what first sparked the idea to become a grey nomad?
Well, the thrill of adventure, discovery, all parts of Australia, history, scenery, diverse landscapes, all the cities, and the country people are very, very nice.
Can you describe the setup that you're travelling in? What kind of vehicle did you choose and why?
Originally we started with a pop-top caravan and a four-wheel drive. As the years progressed, the vans got bigger and better. We had an ensuite with shower and toilet. Now we travel in a luxury motorhome, all suitable homes on wheels, no matter what suits your pocket. It's about getting out there and enjoying this wonderful country.
And it seems like you've enjoyed it, that you've seen the value in upgrading your equipment along the way, so to keep you going and going further, I would imagine.
Yes. So we've had a couple of new, but we started off with second-hand sort of vans, but then we progressed to new. So we've had no trouble, touch wood, and it's been a wonderful experience.
And Robyn, how do you usually plan where you're going to go next?
We have a general direction in mind based on the weather, but basically we head out of town, then we decide whether to go left or right. We may have spoken to other travellers the night before and they've told us where they've been, or of any upcoming festivals that we might like to look at. For instance, Country New South Wales has the Parks Observatory, and now that is where the Dish movie was made about the man on the moon, and that was Australia's contribution to the man on the moon.
Yes.
You know, or wineries in Griffith, Murray-Darling River. How enormous is that? A helicopter flight over Kings Canyon. And let's not forget Uluru. Awesome.
Spectacular.
Just driving up anywhere near that, I mean, just took my breath away before we actually got out of the car and had a wander around. It's absolutely awesome. We've been to Tamworth, to the Country Music Festival. We've been to the Barossa Valley, Margaret River. We've experienced the thermal pools in Moree in New South Wales. There is now a silo mural trail that you can follow all through the countryside, and just absolutely amazing. These country towns have had these murals painted to depict their areas.
And the history.
And the history of their area, whether it's wartime, whether it's sheep industry, whether it's poetry, whatever, whoever.
Whatever the town's famous for.
Yeah, because not everybody comes from the city.
That's
a lot
right.
of very talented people from the country. You know, we've travelled the Great Ocean Road, Victoria to South Australia, the Apostles, just a beautiful countryside. And we've not only done it once, we've done it 2 or 3 times.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we've had Christmas in Exmouth in Western Australia. That was fabulous. And we got marooned because there was a flood and nobody came in and nobody came out. And we were in this beautiful caravan park, brand new, and there were about 10 of us. And they probably hold 300 people. We had the pool all to ourselves. It was fabulous.
And had a very happy Christmas. Fantastic.
Yeah, so lots of things, you know. Iluka in northern New South Wales, sunset by the river there is just absolutely fabulous. We've been to the Melbourne Cup in our van. We've played bowls in Cooktown. So there's just so many places that you can go to.
That's it. You've got your own travelling hotel.
You know,
so you've got your accommodation, you've got your transport all in one, and you don't miss any of these major events around Australia by the sounds of it. So it's not all sitting around a campfire then?
Oh, no, absolutely not. We look for things to go to and see every single day. Like Tasmania, we were there for a couple of months and we happened to be there when the Hobart Cup was on. So off we go to the races there, you know. So you've just got to find out what's on when you get there, but if you're smart enough to plan ahead, but we're not that good at it.
Yeah, you just get lucky sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah. And be open to new experiences.
That's right.
Yeah. And you never know.
I say have a go.
What's a typical day on the road look like, Michael, for you?
Pretty much we leave around 8 a.m. in the morning, depending on the daily discoveries, and we like to be off the road by about 3 p.m. This varies, of course. If it's a long drive, like the Nullarbor, there are several free camps and park-ups, and you've just got to plan the trip across the Nullarbor. And if it gets too hot or too cold, we normally go into a caravan park and use their power to run our air conditioning for hot and cold.
What's the biggest challenge you've faced since taking on this lifestyle, Robyn?
Well, learning to pack lots of things in small spaces. Eventually you learn that you do not need all this stuff. At first I was not keen. I didn't have my own bathroom or a hairdryer. I was not going. But anyway, eventually we got the ensuite van and I was happy.
So you adapted fairly quickly.
Yeah, you have to learn to go with the flow and enjoy the experience.
And isn't that funny how we surround ourselves with accumulating material stuff, and then when you're just living day by day, we don't actually need that much, do we?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
That is a lesson well
Keep
learned.
it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Michael, what's been your favourite place so far?
I'm thinking that, every state has got much to offer, but I like Coral Bay in Western Australia, the Mingaloo Reef, where you could swim with the whale sharks.
Oh, that's on my bucket list.
And it had the best French cake shell ever. But Robyn has run down a few of the places that we've been to all over Australia: Kings Canyon, Uluru, Tasmania. Cooper Pedy was a lot of fun underground with the opal mines. The Barossa, Margaret River, the wineries there was absolutely fabulous. So yes, all states have something to offer. But as I say, we've been pretty much around Australia twice, so we've seen it all.
And have you found a sense of community out there?
Oh, absolutely. You'd be amazed at how many nomads are out there on the road. They're ready to make travelling friends. They enjoy a chat around a campfire at their day's end. And we all talk about where you've been, you know, which direction you're going, and up ahead there's such and such, or behind us there's such and such. There's so many festivals. Oh, I do remember we went to the camel races one time. Now, that was a lot of fun. And
was that in Northern Territory?
No, that was in Queensland.
Wow.
Queensland, was it?
Tara
in Queensland.
Right.
And I was amazed when we pulled up at how many people were in the car park and how many caravans were set up. We thought we were just, some friends had moved out there and we parked on their property. But when we go to the camel races, how fantastic was that? What a great day out. There were lots of different games and things going on.
Look, that's a very uniquely Australian experience, I would think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, when you come from Sydney or the Gold Coast or somewhere and you're going to the camel races, it's like, what do you expect?
I don't know.
But that is the fun of being out on the road.
And that's it. And the thing of having you got your hotel on wheels, so I wouldn't think there's resorts out there you can check into. So to have access to these kind of unique events, it's wonderful to be in your van, you know, so you can access these things.
Yes.
Awesome. It's another world, isn't it?
Absolute new world, yes.
Yeah. Michael, how do you handle the everyday logistics of life, you know, when life gets in the way, like you've got mail, finances to sort out and maybe some healthcare issues? How do you deal with that?
Well, I hand most of that over to Robyn. She does the mail and the finances. Healthcare's not been a problem, but then again, we've never had any major problems to date, thank God. But we can access medical in country areas a lot easier than I thought, to be honest. So.
That's good to know. Do you use much technology while you're travelling?
Oh, yes, of course. The best 4G is around the mining towns. Wi-Fi is good for sports. Foxtel on the go, we must have that for the footy. Mm-hmm. So a satellite dish for remote TV and, of course, rooftop solar. That is a real thing these days. People have got, and then that way you can free camp. It's a 12-volt setup in your vans.
Don't need a generator.
You don't need a generator, not unless you want to use the microwave.
And we've got all this beautiful sunshine in Australia. Why not be solar? So you're kind of living off-grid, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's fun as well.
Michael, what has this lifestyle taught you?
Well, pretty much every day there's something new to discover, interesting places and history, interesting people to meet, conversations about where you've been or where you're heading, and a lot of people say, don't forget to see this, don't forget to see that. So, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so just new things to learn about and see and connecting with that community. Like you said, if someone's been there, done that, and they can suggest it to you, you're open. Like what freedom that must feel like, you know, because you can think, okay, well, where will we go? Oh, so-and-so said that place is nice. So
try that.
There must be a wonderful sense of freedom is what I'm saying. Mm.
And various places have festivals and things like that. So you sort of organise to be at the place when all these different festivals
sometimes there
are
is a schedule, but when on days there isn't, that's pretty good too. Yeah, there's
We've
always
got a
something.
rough plan, but we don't stick to it all the time.
You're open to new ideas.
Yeah.
Robyn, how's the family responded to this decision? Like, you're not home for babysitting and all that stuff?
Absolutely not, no. Luckily for us, the family are all adults today, so and they're busy with their own work and lifestyles, but they enjoy listening to our travel ideas and things that they might like to do. And the eldest is at the moment probably not too far away from early retirement, and he's looking for ideas of how he is best suited to get out on the road to do the things that he likes to do. Likes to do a lot of running and biking and all that sort of stuff.
And sporting events, major sporting events.
They're the main things that he and his wife like to travel to. So they're thinking about what kind of accommodation they need to do all these things. So I'm sure they'll have lots of fun out there.
And lots of questions for you, because you've tried and tested all sorts of modes of accommodation and transport, 8 wheels or whatever, how many wheels you have.
Well, I wish we had 8. But
yeah, so you can definitely steer them the right way.
Yes.
Michael, do you see yourselves doing this long term?
We've already been on the track long term, but we'll continue while our health holds up. So if that stays good, we'll still be out there.
That'll be amazing. So yes, we wish you good health as well. So Robyn, any advice for those considering the grey nomad life?
Oh, look, if you're ready to get into it, if you've been considering it, take a leap of faith. Australia has so much to offer, and it doesn't matter whether it's country or city. There's so much happening everywhere. You've just got to keep your eye to the... And really, you don't have to work too hard. You can Google everything these days. So you can find out what's happening everywhere. There's so many things to happen. But anyway, don't miss the opportunity if you're considering life on the road. It's a great experience.
Robyn and Michael, thank you both for sharing your journey with us and wishing you safe and beautiful travels ahead.
Thank you, Ellie.
Thank you so much.
If you would like to listen to the full Musical Chairs program, which includes the music, your stars, movie reviews and much more, go to Mixcloud, Mixcloud, mixcloud.com/musical chairs, and you'll find it there. Thank you for listening to our podcast.
Australia, the lucky country. We've got meat pies. We've got the world's best beer. But most importantly, top of the list, we've got Radio Northern Beaches 88.7, 90.3. Now hitting the entire world on www.rnb.org.au.